Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get a shuffle in here for you. And let's see what's going on. Now, I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. So this is a month that I've been telling everybody, all planets are direct. Things seem to be really moving in a good direction this month. In terms of the astrology and also just how I feel intuitively, this is a great month to get moving on something. We also have Pluto in Pluto in Aquarius finally. So yeah, let me go ahead and get everything set up here and in view. Okay. I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Scorpio, looking good for you. Energy on the bottom, you have the Fool card. So the Fool is a very powerful card, one of the most powerful cards in the tarot, believe it or not, because it is the starting point. It is zero. It starts off the entire hero's journey through the tarot. And so when you get the Fool card, this means that there is a powerful, powerful new beginning happening in your life. This is the kind of feeling of being fresh, like having a fresh new start in life, having a fresh start on something, a new beginning in life. It's also spontaneity as well, and kind of, I would also feel like risk-taking. And the reason being is you can think of the Fool as somebody who just kind of throws some stuff in their backpack and starts walking or starts hitchhiking or gets on a plane or gets in their car and goes to a new direction. It's this idea of knowing you're going somewhere but not knowing where you're going yet. And I have a feeling here that this is a big, big story for you, Scorpio, as you have double aces plus the Fool. That is a strong new beginning. The Fool is basically like having all four aces in one card, and you have that combined with two other aces here, which is huge for you. So what areas could this be around? Well, I'm not seeing a whole lot of love messages in this reading. If that's on the table for you, it could be, but more so, this feels like a general life reading, right? So we do have wands, which wands connect to career. We don't really have pentacles here. Am I right? Yeah, we don't have pentacles here. This could be in the career areas, but this could also just say you're kind of getting a fresh start in life. This could be general life stuff. So let's dive in here. In your overall message, you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is really about, in some respects, desirability. The High Priestess is that person you want to get with, but you can't get with them because everybody wants to get with them. And, the High Priestess is somebody who has their pick in life, really, because they are just so desirable. They're mysterious. And it's also a major card of intuition. And I think more importantly here, that is the message for you. I do think that you are quite desirable at this time as you have the Queen of Wands with the High Priestess. I would absolutely say that is a combination of desirability in life generally in the tarot. But I do think that is something that, you have going for you pretty well at this time, Scorpio. But I really think that as you set a foot here on a new path with the Fool, start this new journey, and remember, you are the hero here in this story. You really want to trust your intuition and trust what your gut is telling you as well. And if there's something that you simply know, you have to trust that as you move along in this new path or on this new beginning here for you. Now, in the first column, you have the Sun, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands showing up. So beginning of the month starts off hot for you, Scorpio. This entire reading, this entire month is going to be very, very nice. It's going to feel like a breath of fresh air, but you have the Sun. The Sun is the best card in the tarot. This is all about success, vitality, happiness, joy, and I think in this case, a new beginning. But this is basically like you even being in front of people. Like when you have the Sun, you can think of like, what's coming into my mind? I don't know if you've ever gotten into astrocartography, But when you're like on your sun line, it can feel like people just want to be around you, or you're just in front of people. I was born on my sun line, and it's so interesting because there's always this feeling of like me being in front of people on the sun line, and there's something here about you really, really, really being in front of people at this time. And this is definitely, I think, going to be a nice development for you. I also think that some of you could have a nice success and a nice victory in this new beginning here. You have this Ace of Swords, which is a card of breakthroughs in the tarot. So you can see the clouds clearing in the background, and this makes way for something new and something fresh in your life. Finally here, you have the Queen of Wands, which asks you to be courageous, asks you to take a step forward, a bold step forward in your life, and to really go for something. The Queen of Wands is really somebody that you want to be around. This is somebody who's fun, who's energetic, who's lively, who's courageous. And for you, listen, when you get a powerful new beginning like this, I think it's normal to feel a little bit anxious or a little bit worried or a little bit scared. And what the cards are saying is that you should really just go all in at this time. Okay, this is a big energy of risk-taking. By the way, I just recognized, as I was talking about the sun and like this idea of the sun line and kind of being in front of people, you have the star and the sun, which is one of my favorite combinations in tarot because it's a very like planetary, sort of like universal, cosmic combination of cards. I think that some of you, by the way, might be getting or starting to grow an audience. I would not be surprised to hear some of you starting a social media venture. Like maybe you are looking to get on YouTube and really be in front of people that way, or you have an Instagram account that you're growing, or TikTok or whatever. Like there's something with social media here that could really, really be big for you. Maybe this is the new beginning for some of you as well. So in the middle column here, you have the Five of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Star card. So you are extremely desirable here with the Sun, the High Priestess, and the Star. Okay, this cannot be understated. The Star card and the Sun is incredible, but the Star card is not just about being a star, although it really can be, and I would not be surprised to hear some of you really, really, really stepping into some level of stardom here. But the Star is also about a wish come true. And this new beginning that we're talking about here, which honestly, just pick and choose. It can be any new beginning in your life when we get a reading like this because of, just the really big confirmations that we're getting here. But this may feel like something you've wanted to do for such a long time. And this feels like a wish come true for you. And I would really ride the wave in a reading like this. It feels like, again, all planets direct, things are really pushing ahead, things are really moving forward for you, Scorpio. This is the time to do something. This is the time to go big, okay? Anytime you find yourself playing small, it's time to let that go, especially as you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords may be a temporary defeat in life, but you can see here the person in the background, they're waving their flag, but the sun ray here is coming out of them, indicating that they're gonna get back up and they're gonna keep going. But in your mind, I think that because this upper row is the row of your thoughts or your minds, if at some point this momentum that we see here in the first column starts to sort of die down, I would take a look at that. I would take a step back and think about how can I continue this momentum going? Because you really, really, really want to keep this train going for yourself here in this month of February. It's really, I think, critical for you. Let me know if you're starting a YouTube channel or a social media presence, because I'm very curious to hear. I've never seen really a reading like this where it would be so obvious that that would be the choice. Not only the sun and the star and the sun, but also because the Queen of Wands is somebody who likes to have an audience or a crowd, very comfortable being in front of people. And also in the final column here, you have the Four of Cups, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands. So I was saying also, Ace of Wands. So my favorite ace in the tarot, this is all about passionate new beginnings in life. And really the Ace of Wands says that you are lighting a fire here and you're getting super fired up, super revved up about something. And this is the perfect card if you're looking to start an entrepreneurial venture or start a business, maybe even start a new career as well in life. But for you, this feels like you building on a passion project in your life in some ways. here as well. The Emperor also would suggest that you are pretty good at whatever this thing is. Like you definitely have the accolades, or you're capable down the road of acquiring some accolades in this new beginning, or in this field that you've decided to go down. But again, with this Four of Cups here showing up next to the Five of Swords, if at some point in this month the momentum starts to die down, it's time to rev up the engine. Okay, it's time to put the key in the engine and keep going and start up the car again, because you really want to build on the momentum this month. So let's go ahead and let's start to take a look at these oracle cards here and see what we have going on for you. Now, if you're enjoying this reading so far, please do hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Okay, let's see what we have here for you. Okay, we're going to take 4 cards for you. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, nice. You have one of my favorite cards. This is one of the most powerful cards in this deck. So you have the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. This is a conversation or a person or a situation in your life that comes in that completely changes the direction of your situation. Okay, this is like something that cannot be stopped when you get the Divine Director. This, for example, is like, I'm just going to use an example here. Like, let's say you've been working at a company for a while and the manager steps down or the director steps down. I'm just going to use the director as an example because we've got the Divine Director. The director steps down and everything at your work changes. And it completely, like the whole scenario changes and the whole direction of your situation changes. This is a very powerful card, and it is this idea of the universe guiding you to where you want to go. You have El Moria, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. I do think the universe has your back here. Let's take a look at these other 2 cards. Wow, you've got Kuan Yin, Care and Compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. You then have Mother Mary, Love and Peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So not sure what's going on with the Mother card there, but Kuan Yin has been coming in for everybody here in this month as well. Just about everybody. I think you're the second person to get the Divine Director. That card hasn't come out for me for a while, so I'm happy to see that card coming out again. But it's interesting. I do think that these oracle messages are asking you to move into your direction and set your direction. And if you don't, it's almost like with this Divine Director energy, the universe is going to set you on the path for you. So that's kind of the feeling that I have here. But especially with the Fool, that would suggest that you're initiating something. The Fool and the Ace of Wands as well. So let's go ahead and let's get some of these Kipper cards. All right. All right. So you've got community and change. It is possible here that some of you are definitely moving to a new location where you meet new neighbors, new people, new friend groups, new colleagues, something like this here. Lastly, we've got family room and courthouse as well. So there could be a family situation here now showing up. This is why we clarify, right? We started off this reading talking about how this is kind of like a general all-around life reading here is what my feeling was. So you can really mold this to any portion of your life. But we do have this Mother Mary card, we do have the family room card, we do have a change, we do have a community card here. So this could be the people in your life changing, for sure. Or something connected to that, yeah, getting an update or moving or something like this happening, a new beginning with other people as well. Let's go ahead and let's just get right into the clarifications because I'm really interested to see what you're getting here, Scorpio. Wow, this is an incredible reading. Seems to be a very powerful month for just about everybody, but certainly for you to move in a new direction and get a new beginning. Okay, you've got the Four of Pentacles, you have the Tower, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so you know what? I really like to see this Tower card here, and the reason being is the Tower can simply represent an epiphany or a spiritual awakening or a shock to the system. And with the Divine Director and the Tower and the Ace of Swords, this is almost like a what was the term I just had in my mind? Hold on. Like a spiritual insight or You know, the Ace of Swords represents breakthroughs in life. There's like some sort of download. I maybe that's the term. If it comes back to my mind, I will definitely say it. But there's some sort of like energetic download coming in here for you, and this is going to completely blow open the doors for you. There's going to be something that gets cleared that you don't want anymore or that you don't need anymore in your life with the Tower card. And it's interesting with that Divine Director and the Tower, it's one of these things that you cannot control. You shouldn't like make plans around this when you get cards like that. It's kind of one of these things where they're just sometimes like, oh, you know what the word is? Synchronicities. The word I was looking for was synchronicities. The Star card is a card of synchronicities as well in the tarot. Tower, Star, Ace of Swords, Divine Director, and we'll throw the Sun in there as well. Major synchronicities happening. Yeah. Definitely a massive synchronicity here coming into your life, and you're like, whoa, why did that just happen? Or why did that person just say that to me? Or some sort of like epiphany, synchronicity type deal coming in here for you, especially now that the Knight of Swords is present here, which can really, really talk about like you wanting to, again, build this momentum and kind of strike while the iron is hot. That is another phrase that you may want to kind of keep in the back of your mind as you think about this month. Striking while the iron is hot, building the momentum, revving the engine. All of these phrases here are going to be very important for you as you continue moving forward. You then have the Four of Pentacles, which is laying that financial foundation for yourself here. And I think that some of you have got like some protection here with you as you progress forward in this month. Wow. You've got the Five of Wands. So in the upper row, so this is your thoughts, what's going on in your mind here. There's something going on in your mind with the double fives. You've got the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So definitely with the Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, and we'll say the Five of Wands, you can actually see on this card, there are people who are like sparring. On one hand, you could say that they're like training for battle, or they're trying to get stronger. Maybe some of you are starting a new exercise routine. They're training in some respects, but they're really also battling. And the thing is, Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, and we'll throw in the Five. These are all about standing your ground in some respects and kind of climbing the mountain. With these cards, the worst thing that you could do is give up. This is like so not a time for you to throw in the towel, Scorpio. This is a time for you to, again, rev the engine, continue going forward, build the momentum, and everything that you've wanted will come forward for you as you do these things. But Seven of Wands is like your hill to die on, so to speak. You can even see that this person's on the hill. They're kind of fending off the competition, and you know they're prepared to really go to battle for this. And most importantly, in this case, you're prepared to go to battle for yourself and what you want to see come in for you. Nine of Wands means you're so close to something. You are so close to something. The next card would be the 10, and that would complete the series of the Wands. And this person's kind of ready to give up, but again, the big thing is that you don't give up in this at this time, and you continue building this momentum. So let's see what we have here. Wow, we have a third ace with the Fool. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. So 4 aces and a Fool card with the Ace of Wands clarifying itself. Scorpio, I could just end the reading here. How many confirmations of a new beginning can we get in one reading? The only ace that we're missing is the Ace of Cups, but that's okay. You've got all the other aces here. And, you know, I want to clarify this Five of Cups here. Let's see what we get. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, interesting, because the Five of Cups, it's sort of like you do have this 5-5-5 energy here. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups. 5-5-5 for me is a number of change in life. It means something in your life's changing. But I feel like this is at the mental level, okay? And it's almost like this is one of these readings where your situation is so good, you may be questioning, like, why is this happening to me? If that is something that you deal with in this month, you'll want to go ahead and drop that. You will definitely want to go ahead and drop that, because this situation couldn't be better for you. This couldn't get better. I would highly suggest, if you're somebody who wants to start a social media account, or start checking videos up to YouTube or doing TikToks, this is the month. Okay, this is the month. You're very popular at this time. You're very visible, at this time. I think you can really accumulate an audience here. This also is true that if the same is true is if you want to start a business. Sorry, getting the words out here. I would also recommend, if you've always wanted to start a business, whatever that business is, this is the time. This is absolutely your green light to do that. And you've got this 8 of Pentacles on the bottom here, which is really about having high skill or being extremely, extremely dedicated to something. Wow, Scorpio, one of the best readings I've done in a long time. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will most certainly be talking to you again soon.